Well, hello and welcome people to the internet to Rogue Genesia, what just might be my favorite bullet heaven, and that's ever. Not just my new favorite. This might be, well, it would be my new favorite, but this might just be my favorite. This game basically puts together everything that I've wanted in a bullet heaven and puts it together in one nice little package. Now, I actually already had this game in my library. I'd never played it before, but it was one of those games. It's been coming across all my feeds, I guess. So there was a new update, a new Steel and Blood update that introduced a couple new mechanics to the game, which, again, I didn't play the game before this, so every new feature is going to be like the kind of quote-unquote base game to me. But anyway, we're going to jump in. We're going to check out this game. If you're a fan of bullet heavens, if you're a fan of like medieval-themed bullet heavens, and you like or wanted the kind of not quest, but kind of objective progression that kind of I've wanted and talked about in other bullet heaven videos that we've done, this one will be just for you. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is Rogue Genesia. If you want to check it out, link will be down below in the description as always. So as we start, we have a couple different difficulties. We're going to be playing on E rank. That's as far as I've played so far. As far as I know, the ranks basically increase the amount of worlds. So the worlds play out just like a Slay the Spire map would. You're going to see that once we jump in. Each rank is going to increase the amount of worlds we go to. So you could think of F rank as having just one act, E rank having 2 acts, D rank 3, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if it also increases the enemy's stats. It might, but don't quote me on that. I did find that E rank was a little bit harder, but that could just be a bias of my own. There is Rogues mode and Survivors mode, which is Rogues mode has the map system just like like quote unquote Slay the Spire map. Survivor mode is just like your typical bullet heaven vampire survivors, survive as long as you can. We're gonna play roguelike. We're gonna play E rank. There's a couple other things you can do. So there's some challenge modes here that if you want to play those, there's a whole bunch of different challenge maps. There's also talents that you can do. So I've unlocked a couple talents. We're gonna start here with the Arcane Beam talent, which is going to start us with a weapon. Typically in this game, your starting weapon is completely random. Basically, right when you drop in, you get to randomly choose and go from there. We're going to take the Arcane Beam talent. We're also going to take Gilgamesh's Legacy, which is a passive. You got a whole bunch of passives that I've unlocked so far. Now, I don't know what happens when you can see on the right here, it says level. I'm not sure what happens when we unlock or when we level these up. I'm assuming they just get better. I'm actually not also sure how to unlock them because this is the first time I'm going to be playing with talents. I just unlocked a whole bunch. And I believe that this question mark, I'm guessing, is one of the new features as well. There's a whole equipment, kind of like Death Must Die system, where you can find loot, you can equip it to your character and bring in some additional stats before you actually play. There are some avatars here. I'm playing with the Duelist, which is literally just die, I think, once or twice, and you get the Duelist skin. So there's a couple different skins. This is the original one that you start with, but I like the Duelist. There are pets, but they're DLC, which you have to get through Steam. So let's go ahead and start. This is new. This is new to me. So typically, I'm going to start in Dawn Forest just because I don't know. I'm assuming this is just maybe different enemies. I have not done this. This is our world selection. We're going to hop into Dawn Forest first, and we're going to take a look at our map. So you can see the map, like I was saying, it's kind of the branching pathway, and this is what changes the gameplay significantly from a lot of the other bullet heavens that we've played, in that there are instanced fights that we have to work with. There's different challenges that we have to do. So for example, this one is just kill 100 enemies. Doesn't really matter how long we take to do it. We could take 30 seconds, we could take 10 minutes, but the challenge for this, okay, well, here we go. We just leveled up. We could take Ice Nova, which is a weapon. So there's a lot of information. We obviously have just the symbol, we have the name, we have all the different stats, and luckily every stat has a tooltip for it that tells you exactly what it does, which is fantastic. We have some different tags, and tags will help you out with, you know, different other stats and how they interact with each other. We have a level, which is how many levels that we can actually level up, the rarity, and what kind of item it is. So this Ice Nova is a weapon, and then we have 2 stats. I've tried the Ice Nova. I'm not really a big fan of it. It's just a little bit too slow, although the weapon that I actually have wants a lot of attack speed, which would be good with this. So I think I'm actually going to take the Ice Nova, which is this little thing right here. It's just really slow to start. I started with it once, and it was a little rough because it was so slow. I'm also going to go here with light armor, which increases damage mitigation and move speed. We're also going to take... I could take the bow, base crit damage. Now I'm just going to take... just going to take the light armor again. This weapon can really scale out of control, so I'd like to find either maybe a new weapon. So in order to... You have to unlock other either stat items, weapons, basically all the things we're finding here. We have to unlock a bunch of them. It's a achievement-based unlock system. Let's see. So here I'm going to take the Void. Corruption is really scary. So corruption increases basically all enemy stats. And so you really, typically it's tied to things that are really strong. I don't like it to take it this early, especially with a weapon, with two weapons that are kind of iffy until we get our attack speed up. So I'm going to take base pickup distance. That's what this circle is around my character. You can turn that off. That's another great thing about this game. There are a lot of different settings that you can turn off and on. You can turn on auto-targeting. You can change your crosshair. So if you like different colors, you can absolutely do that. If you want a different size, you can absolutely do that. If you want auto-targeting, which is what I have right now, it has that. I have not found a setting that would allow you to switch while you're in game. So for example, if I were to hit like Q, which I think is the Death Must Die keybind, it would switch you from auto aim to manual aim. I would like to see that. If that is in the game, that's great. I just haven't found it yet. We could take aiming, which is power. So power is like base damage. So if we come over here, we can come to our stats and there's a total breakdown of everything. The other thing I really like is if you hover over a stat, not only does it tell you what your stat currently is at, but on the right here gives you like a full breakdown of how everything is affecting it. So we have our default stat, that's before anything is applied to us, is 1.5. We then have our base stat. Now the base stat is because I have some meta progression purchased in the shop. So this is literally what the character starts at. This is what I've increased it to. We then have a multiplier. So we could have either base stat additions from items we pick up. We could have stat multipliers, which is what we have here. And then we have a whole bunch of things. So, and then we're just seeing 2.25 times 1.5 is giving us a 3.38. We'll see this change a lot as we move forward. But right now, you know, it's not that high. So that's what this power multiplier is. So we're seeing from 150 to 162%, which is also a plus 8%. So there's a lot of different ways that you can look at your stat upgrades to see kind of what's good. You know, base defense piercing, how many defense points your attacks ignore. How many defense points your attacks ignore. That's one sentence. 10% of your defense piercing permanently reduces the enemy's defense. I'm just going to go with this. There are, you know, there's a lot of words and there's a lot of tooltips that you kind of got to hover over to see kind of what they're doing. But for the most part, once you know a couple of the key words, you can kind of put them together. So for example, if you know what power is, you're going to know what anything like power plus any other word, you're going to be able to figure it out. Like defense or damage, like damage mitigation, damage multiplication, stuff like that. So after we complete our wave, we get to pick up some rewards. I'm going to pick up the extra gold and we get to pick another card. I'm going to take, again, I would like to find attack speed. I might just re-roll this. These are also meta progression options. You start with nothing, so these are completely new to me. I'm going to have to remember all these. I think I am... no, I've already unlocked stuff with the bow, so again, I want to try and find a different weapon to play with. I think I'm just going to take the duration multiplier, because that will make my... what was it? The icy orbs? The ice nova. It'll make it last longer. Okay. Now there's a whole, actually, let's take a look at this. There's a whole nother system. Now, I haven't gotten to actually work with this yet, but if we take a look at Arcane Beam, there's a whole different branching tree here that you can evolve your weapons. And again, I haven't gotten to do this yet. So, well, here's a good reason actually for us to pick up Ice Nova. So if we find Explosive Vial, you can see all the requirements. Requirement all. Card requirements. Require all. So if we get these all to level 7, we could get the Angelic Prism, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty sweet. I haven't figured out exactly how that works yet. I haven't had a weapon that I could actually evolve, but it's a really sweet system. Okay, we got to kill another 120 enemies. Another thing that we're going to see is there are optional... Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the arcane beam. This attack delay reduction is basically attack speed. That's going to be really important so that we attack just more often with it, because it can be really powerful, right? It hits everything in a line. And so if we can just get this thing fired off, and it's just going to swing around in a circle and just kill everything. There are alternate quests, or optional quests, I guess I should say, that you'll see pop up, and it'll say optional. So, for example, a primary quest or primary objective might say, like, survive for a minute and a half, and the optional quest might be kill 1,000 monsters. So you don't have to kill the 1,000 monsters, but if you do, you're going to get additional rewards. So it's just a little bonus for if you're doing pretty good. Power multiplier, projectile size, and knockback. I think we're just going to take that. It's pretty, it's pretty nice just to get more power, and it makes our beam a little bit wider. We also get a little bit of knockback. Knockback is, it's not super powerful, but, it can definitely help you, and it can save you in a pinch. We have our dash charges down at the bottom, so as they recharge, they'll kind of go up. And dash charges are not innate. Again, you start with 0, and through metaprogression, you can get those. The metaprogression tree is actually not too bad. I've only played, I think, 3 or 4 runs, only 1 run on E difficulty, and I've unlocked, basically the way it works is in tiers, just like the level selection. So there's, a couple kind of weaker metaprogression options for F. We'll take a look at this after this run. I think I'm going to take Spear. I haven't upgraded the Spear to full yet. I don't think. I'll just take that. It's fine. We haven't found a lot of weapons yet. Alright, so again, we got monsters killed. We're kind of getting the same one over and over again, but I swear there are others. There's a cool, like, protect the shopkeeper one, where you have to, there's a shopkeeper in the middle of the map, and you have to not let him get hit, so you have to protect him. There's, of course, defeat a number of elites, but those are typically going to be found on elite maps, which, we'll see later. These are all kind of just basic maps, right? They all have the basic skull icon, so we're going to see a lot of this just kill monsters. Let's go ahead and level up Ice Nova. And I know it's been playing in the background, but the music bangs hard, man. The music is so good. Let's go ahead and get, let's get Spear up again. That gets our piercing up so we can go through enemies. And I think I mentioned it before, but the ring around us is the pickup ring. So that's just to show me kind of what my range is. I'm going to actually increase that a little bit just so we don't have to run around as much. So you can see here, these are elites. I haven't figured out what this is, so I'm probably going to make my way over here so that way I can see what this one actually is. But that is definitely an elite fight, so let's go ahead and jump over here. There we go. There's our first optional. So crate's broken. So, well, we have a bunch of crates over here. So we come over here. There we go. That was super easy. We broke all the crates, and we got our optional quest done. That's super nice. So we're going to get a little bit of extra gold. We might even get an extra card out of it. I'm just going to take the spear again, gets us an additional projectile, a little bit of extra damage. Let's go ahead and upgrade the arcane beam again. Definitely want to get that going. This is basically a magnet, so that's going to pull everything in towards us. I'm going to take Void again. Here, I'm going to take Rain. Am I going to take Slippery Skin? I'm going to take Slippery Skin. That's a lot of damage. That's an additional 10, almost 10% damage mitigation. Seems pretty strong. Here, I'll take Student, so we level up a little bit faster. And you can see all of your upgrades here, your soul cards. You'll be able to see everything listed. The only thing that I've found that you're limited on is weapons. We have 4 weapon slots. And this area beneath the weapons, we can also find weapon modifications or weapon modifiers. And we can put them on the specific weapons. They're typical. The ones that I've found are not all just positive. They're typically going to have a positive and a negative effect. So I think I found one that was like plus damage. Oh man, what was it? It was like plus damage, plus range, but way less attack speed, I think. Something like that is kind of what you can expect. So you can see your optional rewards. So for completing the optional rewards, or the optional objective, we got two other rewards. I'm going to take the other Ice Nova here. We get another projectile out of it, and we pretty drastically 33% chance, or 33% increase to its lifetime. Get more coins, and then we could go area. Not sure that's necessary. Could go weapon polish for a damage piercing multiplier. I think I might just... What is rarity reroll? Oh, it would reroll the same rarity. Okay, we'll just do a full reroll. There we go. We'll take another arcane beam. Trying to get that up to max. So we're going to go over here. Okay, so our random is a shop. So we got 4,500 gold. Funny mushroom, projectile speed. So funny mushroom is pretty good. It's a big power multiplier, and we don't really care about projectile speed because our Ice Nova, we don't really care how fast it goes. And the only thing we really care about how fast it goes is our spear. So I'm going to take the funny mushroom. And then let's see. So we have a power multiplier, less max health, and less health regen. No, I don't think blood pressure is necessary. Could go for iron skin to increase our defense a little bit. Or we could just go for more size up. I think I might just go for a random card select. See what we can find. Now we get another spear. That's fine. Okay. Now, if you haven't noticed, on the left, there's an indicator of what is going on. Now, for the rewards are typically shown. I'm surprised they're actually not shown right now. Maybe it's just because it's an elite. But I also haven't figured out what the percentage is, because the percentage is all the same. It also says 75.1. I haven't done arena yet. I have no idea what that is. So we're going to... Elite is usually just defeat X number of elites. We're going to figure out what arena is. Monsters killed. Okay, it's just more monsters killed. It's the same thing. Okay, I'm not sure what the difference is there. Let's go ahead and take... Let's just take the spear. It's almost max, so let's get it to max. That way it's not in the rotation anymore. Arena might actually just be a smaller arena. There we go. We maxed out the spear. Although that being said, on the regular maps, you can also hit the edge of the stage just like this. So I'm not saying that because I've never seen that. It's just that typically it's a little bit farther. So we get student, we can get impenetrable for more defense and damage mitigation, which I think I'm going to go with here. And after the round ends, you do have a little bit of time to go pick up more experience and gold, which is a pretty nice touch. Projectile size based knockback. Nah, I'm just going to reroll this. We'll just grab aiming. Yeah, we'll grab aiming. Okay, so which way do I want to go? I think... Maybe... You know what? I think I'm going to go up to this arena again. Maybe that was just a fluke. Compromise. Base additional projectiles. Okay, I don't care about that. We could just... I think I'm actually going to take the healing factor over the arcane beam. I do like to establish my healing pretty early. So that way we can level it up as we go. We're going to go with Ice Nova again. Because later on, you definitely can take some big hits. So it's going to be pretty important to either have some powered up defense or... Ooh, what is this? This is new. 33% chance... It's a weapon... Oh, here's a weapon modifier. 33% chance to ignite enemies on hit. Deal 30% of your damage every second for 3 seconds. The duration of all stacks is reset to the duration of the most recent application. Yeah, there's no downside to it. So we can go ahead. It automatically goes on your starter weapon. I think I'm actually just going to put this on the Ice Nova because the ice... Wait, huh? Why do I have two? I feel like I'm not supposed to have two. Okay, well, we'll do that. Here we go. Let's pick up our magnet. Oh, we could take magic wand because we have two. Okay, so we have, this is where like tags come in. So you can see that these weapons are tagged with magic. The magic wand shoots a magic projectile that locks on close monsters. Increase power of magic tagged weapons by 20%. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's just the best pickup here. So we're going to pick up magic wand, which is going to shoot these little projectiles and hit enemies. So we're definitely going to want to increase the duration of these, because you can see, you know, their range isn't all that great. They're kind of disappearing before they hit anything. Oh boy, no thank you. Okay. And you know what? Actually, now I'm going to take it from, I think I'm going to take it from the Ice Nova. I'm going to put it on the magic wand. Ooh, base max health. So it goes from 110 to 150. We get an extra 1. We start at -8 base defense. And I think, well, let's take a look here. So base defense, actual stat, let's see, reduces damage received by a flat amount. Can't receive damage when... So I don't know if this means we take more damage because our base defense is so bad. Or if this, well, I was going to say, if it's reducing damage, it wouldn't make sense that we're then going to a smaller number. But it also has a health regen multiplier. I think I'm just going to take this so that way we have it and can level it up. Let's go ahead and collect the gold here. Nice. Area. Now, let's just take the magic wand. Okay, let's go here to the right. Gilgamesh's ring. Don't really care about that. Well, we can't buy it anyway. We could get just another magic wand. Area, I don't really care about. Healing, I don't really care about. So let's just grab the magic wand. And we'll just, yeah, I'll hear it. 40 coins is basically nothing. So I'll take the heal. I'll take it while we got it. Yeah, we have another arena. Interesting. Okay, so this is a survive one. I like the different objectives. It's one of those things that if you've been following for any amount of time, yeah, I think Arena is just a smaller map. That seems to be pretty consistent. Base additional projectiles. So that is good with, that's good with everything. Yeah, so I'm just going to take that. And actually, the reason why those were all heroic was because of the passive talent we took at the beginning. Every 25 levels, everything is heroic. So we got that from that. Yeah, so if you've been following for any amount of time, let's go ahead and level up the fire speed. Oh, actually, you know what? Turtle is pretty good. So Turtle makes us slower and attack less, but gives us a lot of health regen, base defense, and defense multiplier. I think I'm going to take Turtle. Because we can beef up those stats later on. That's not a problem. So if you've been following me in my journey through playing these bullet heavens for any amount of time, you'll know that I've talked about this a lot. Okay, now we can confirm it's definitely just a smaller map. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because maps are never this small typically. Let's go ahead and do Arcane Beam. That I've always been a player who likes having objectives. It just like it gives me some sense of direction when yeah, I'll take that. Gives me a sense of direction when I'm playing, and I appreciate and I prefer having a sense of direction as opposed to just kind of giving an open. So for example, I would much rather play a kind of closed RPG versus like a sandbox RPG, just because I like having, not like it being hand-holdy, but I just like games to say, hey, this is probably the direction you can go. Obviously, you know, if you want to go in a slightly different direction, you can, but it kind of points you in the right direction. And I just like the fact that this kind of changes the pace. My mind can kind of go blank after, like, you know, 20 minutes of the same thing, just dodging. And while this is kind of the same gameplay, it just kind of, I don't know, it changes it up in my mind enough. So here, I think I'm just going to go for the Forged Iron. Isn't all that great. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to banish this just so we don't get it. And hey, look at that. We got a nice little, there's a nice little, you know, flashy notification when you get something new. Each Band of Soul card increases your base damage by 0.25 and base crit chance by 1%. Cool. Let's go ahead and take the Iron Skin. Just increases our base defense, which is going to be pretty good with turtling up. We'll just take another one. We'll go ahead and take Magic Wand. Get Magic Wand to level 5, so we unlock the Thunder Staff. Sweet. Analysis. Base critical chance up 10%. That seems pretty good. We're going to take that. The previous crit chance weapon, that's a normal rarity, is only like 0.25% per level. So let's go ahead and here take the attack speed, right? Because we need that. We've been dropping that a lot based on the other upgrades we've been taking, like turtle. Turtle. Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club? Name that movie. Name that movie. At one point, that was one of my brother's favorite movies, even though it is god-awful. I think that might be the second reference to the movie I've made on this channel, though. Arcane Beam. Let's go. Oh, boy. That guy's got a lot of health. A lot of health. Okay. Come on, Chunky. Boop, boop, doop, doop, boop. Oh, we need to be killing elites. Okay. There we go. Little magnet. Let's go ahead and get Arcane Beam to max. Take it out of the pool. Now we don't really have to worry about it. We are still looking... Well, actually, I think the Explosive Vial might be a weapon, and I don't think we can get that if we already have 4 weapons, so we might have lost out on that. Some of the... I don't know exactly how the evolutions are necessarily supposed to work, just because a lot of them have pretty high rarities attached to them. So they seem a little bit difficult to actually pull off. And it could also be that I just don't have the Explosive Vial unlocked yet. Or to be fair, any of the other items that I've seen for other evolutions, because there seems to be a lot. We'll take a look again. We'll take a look at all after this, after I complete this run. I'm gonna take lightweight here, more attack speed. Does reduce our base defense a little bit, but we're kind of weighing that out with, with other pickups. But there are a lot of weapon upgrades, or a lot of just card upgrades, I should say, not necessarily weapons. There's a lot of card upgrades to go ahead and unlock. And so there's a lot of replay value because you're going to have to do a lot of different types of runs to unlock everything. Overworked. This is a new one. Crit damage multiplier goes up, but we lose a lot of max health multiplier. No, thank you. No, thank you. So we could just go base defense, or we could grab armor polish for a defense multiplier. And we lose a little bit of base defense shredding. I think that's fine. Or maybe I just... No, because this is going to be more than 15%. So we'll take the steel skin. Do I want to hit another shop? Yeah, I can hit another shop. A soul gauntlet. Automatically tracks 50% of all leftover soul gems, food, and coins at the end of each stage. Yep, love it. So we got a little bit of a rotato action going on. I think because I would typically hit the elite, but I don't want to double up on this shop when we have so little gold. So I'm going to hit the chest. So you can see down here in the reward section, 100% chance to get an artifact. We're going to get experience, gold, and a card selection for going here. Shopkeeper's plate. Shop prices are reduced by 50%. Well, that's gold. I mean, literally, and, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this epic. We get the Fire Spirit upgrade. Balance Assault. We could get another dash charge. I think I'm just going to take Spiked Shield. Base power. No, I'm going to take Balance Assault just for way more base power. And I'm going to take Clover here. Base gold gain goes up by a small amount. This kind of replaces the crit chance we just lost and increases hunt drop. So all the different tags kind of have different things tied to them. So soul cards with the hunt tag are bound to accuracy. Not really concerned about this, but overall just a little bit of extra gold. I could go for additional projectiles though. I'm just going to take the Clover. I also, funny enough, I actually love the little run animation the guy does. It almost looks like it looks like he's running in slow motion. It looks like it's almost matching a style. It's like a reference to something. I don't know what, but it just reminds me of a character's run. I think I'm gonna take the healing factor here. Again, like, we take big hits, so I just want to get my health regen up a little bit. So that way it's not going to take, you know, a minute and a half to regen, you know, one hit of damage. Hopefully we can get it so that, you know, we actually regen quite a bit of health. Quite a bit of health in case we do get hit, which we almost did there. But the goal is obviously not to get hit. Let's go ahead. Base crit damage I don't really care about. Let's just level up the magic wand again. Again, if we max it out, then it takes it out of the pool, and it's one less thing we can roll. And we're almost level 50, so we're going to get another heroic card here in a couple minutes. There we go. We'll take on the Ice Nova again. Let's get our gold card. Let's get Magic Wand again. Take it out of the pool now because it's max level. And what do we need to... What does that level up into? Arcana Staff. So we would need the Shaman Staff. Unlocked by Did You Just Steal His Staff? I would have to kill a D-rank Goblin Shaman. So I have not done any D-rank stuff yet. So you can kind of see, you know, that's why I can't level, or I can't evolve that. So let's go ahead and... Do I want to do the Swarm? I'm hesitant to go to the Smith. So I'm going to go to the Smith. I've been to the Smith once, and the only time I've been to it, it was like a 12K purchase. And I was like, I don't have the gold for that. So we have to survive a minute 14 and additionally potentially kill 2350 enemies, which I think we might be able to do. We're about on pace. We killed about 10% of that in 10 seconds. So let's see. Revolution on Elite Killed, heal 12% of your max life. I don't really care about that. I'm just going to take the Ice Nova. Hey, dude, can you turn around and shoot the guys behind you? Thank you. I'm curious. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer an auto-targeting bullet hell, or do you like manual targeting? I feel like it depends on what I'm looking for. Ooh, this is really good. So the reason that this is good, this thing has basically infinite distance. As far as I've found, it just shoots as far... Let's see, does it even say? Powerful mean cannot charge, continuously targeting. I don't think it says anything about distance. It basically shoots like an infinite distance. So, yeah, if we put this on, we basically don't lose any of the range and we just gain all the damage. If I'm looking to be a little bit more active, I'll put it on manual, but half the time, you know, if I'm sitting here not recording, I'll have on like a podcast or something, or like a live video podcast. Is a live video podcast just a podcast? Isn't that just the same thing? But if I'm doing that, I kind of want to just like turn my brain off, so I just turn on auto targeting and just go to town. Let's go healing factor again. Oh boy, we're getting a little bit surrounded here. But I think we're good. I think we are mighty good. Pyromaniac. On kill with fire. Heal for... Nah, I don't really care about that. I might just take the multi-handed to get an additional... Yeah, let's get an additional projectile. Okay, let's grab the experience. Let's grab the gold. Card selection. Let's upgrade concentration. Just an additional 30% damage. Great. And we'll also take the clover. Sure. A little bit extra gold. Okay, so let's check out... Yeah, see, rewards, it says experience gold and card selection. So maybe it changes? Oh, so I think it has all this, but you also have the limit break. So this is what I found before. So the limit break... I keep saying limit. Limit break allows you to level it up above its maximum level. So if you have something that's level 7, you can push it to level 8. And I think pushing it to level 8 is what gives you the mastery, because that's the only connection I can make of why I have the beam and bow active passives, or active talents, I should say, not active passives. Those are the only two that I didn't limit break, but there's something where there's an event you can go to where it randomly rolls one of your cards that's max level to limit break, and it was both of those. So I think if you limit break something, you get it as a talent, and then you can start your rounds with it. If reroll charges, I don't really care. Ice Nova, I think I'm just going to buy to get that full. And then let's grab a card selection as well. Wait, where's my card selection? Okay. And then let's also grab a reroll charge. And now we have the boss. So you can see up top, we have the Goblin Shaman is the boss here. So for all boss levels, here I'm going to take Balanced Assault just for more base power. Because obviously you get more base power, right? So let's take a look at our stats here. So you can take a look at our power, right? Now we can look, now that we have more multipliers and how everything works. Again, our default stat was 1.5. Our base stat is now 3.75. We have some from the Soul Shop. We have some base power from the Soul card, Balanced Assault. We also have stat multipliers, and then once those things are all combined, so we have the base stat multiplied by the stat multiplier gives us 8.26. So I love this breakdown, so there is no question. So if you have a question about how something is affecting your stats, if something is additive, multiplicative, or anything like that, you can come in here and see exactly how everything is working. You can see your health, your level, your experience, card level. I mean, just everything. It's just such a nice feature. Too many times I've played games and it's just you're scratching your head like, how does that actually interact? And this game just gives you all that information. So for every boss fight, we're going to have these notifications here. These are beacons that we have to run to, or altars, I should say. That's what it says up there. Basically, we just have to stand here for X amount of time. You can see this circle is expanding. We just need to stand here until it's fully expanded. Just survive inside the ring. If we step outside the ring, it just stops. And once that charges up, this altar will be all set, and we can move on to the next one. Oh, my movement speed is very slow. We're going to have to get some movement speed cards here moving forward. There's some elite enemies that are a little bit faster. And we could just dash away, of course, but I would like to be able to just kind of walk at least at the same pace as them. Yeah, kill the mushroom boy. All right, we're good here. Let's go ahead and do that last one, and then that is what will spawn the boss. Oh, and not all of the towers are good. I had a very unfortunate run. I only made it, it was like the 3rd or 4th floor, so I didn't get very far, so I wasn't too upset. But there's a purple shrine that I won't say what happened. Just in case you play, you can figure it out for yourself. But I will just say I was extremely surprised at how quickly my run ended when I grabbed the shrine. I was very thrown off because I was not expecting something bad to come out of it. Hey, and we got our Goblin Shaman. He's got 100k health, and let's go ahead and take him down. All the bosses have unique mechanics. So far, I've only found 2 bosses. What I found is through all the tiers, the bosses, or I've only played 2 tiers, so I can't say this was with 100% certainty. Let's go ahead and take the movement speed. But out of the 2 tiers I've played, the boss in this location in the woods has always been the same. He's over here now. So it is my understanding that there is no like rotation of bosses for the locations. It's just always going to be the same boss. But we did get, for example, there was the snow location, which I hadn't seen before. That will likely have a different boss. All right, so right now he's invulnerable. I just need to dodge. This boss is not too hard. We can just kind of actually stay out of his range, and the projectiles just kind of fall off anyway. Just kind of picking up experience as we go here. Come up here. And take out the boss. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab more healing factor. Get that max. Get it out the pool. Take it the iron skin. We get all kinds of stats and levels. And alright. So we got the Sage's Leaf. Shields you from all harm for 4 seconds after taking damage. And it has a 12-second cooldown. And then what do we want? Oh, let's take more analysis. More crit chance. Yes, please. Oh, okay, so it blocks off the... Oh, interesting. So when the first time I did E, it kind of started me like right here. So I actually didn't realize it's kind of a weird map that it's all black. I don't really understand why there's like no ground, but you know, it is what it is. And it almost looks like there's meant to be more stuff because there's clearly something here. I don't know what this is. It's too dark to see. But I don't know. I feel like there should be something on the ground so that way it doesn't feel just like an empty void. But yeah, you can see that there's a secondary location. So there might even, probably not a third location because I can't go any farther. So it might just be the two. So let's make our way into the Ember Dunes, second location here. More of a desert theme. And not only is it desert theme, but if you'll notice, the map is also considerably denser, which is really, you know, it's really nice. So it's not like it's the same, you know, the map is a little bit longer. There's more tiles. There's more branching pathways, which, you know, I really dig. You're getting farther. The maps are getting harder. You might as well have a little bit more options. So we're going to make our way over to this chest. Hopefully it's got an artifact in it. Cursed Book, way more experience gain. A lot less base defense. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Cursed Book. Why not? We're doing pretty good on damage, so I don't feel like I necessarily need the defense. And again, we'll be able to build that up. You know, with more XP comes more cards, which means that we'll be able to level up further. All that kind of stuff. It all kind of spirals. But I'm surprised that this game, Steam does a pretty good job at recommending me games based on what I've played, and especially, you know, considering I've been playing so many Bullet Heavens, even on my own time, I've been playing other Bullet Heavens that I haven't done videos on, and so Steam's been recommending me, let's go Steelskin. Steam's been recommending me a lot of Bullet Heavens, and it's never recommended me this one. I've actually never seen it. The only reason I saw it, again, is because on my news page, it said that there was a massive update, and then when I was browsing YouTube on my lunch hour, I started seeing other content creators dropping videos on it. And it was like, hey, I'm pretty sure I saw that earlier this morning. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'll take a look at it. And it just happened to be great. Like, more than great. I actually really like this game. Adamantine Rod increases stage requirements by 35%. Increases stage requirements. I don't know what that means. Okay, this is the first thing I've come across that I don't know what it means. I guess I'm going to take it, though. Okay, can we find anything that says stage? Is it regarding... This is still level 0. But this is level 2. Well, obviously this is going to be level 0, but okay, so this reduces for every level, which is kind of cool. Stage requirements. So if I click this, card requirements, I don't see anything that indicates stages. Huh. Not sure. That's something I'm going to have to figure out in the future. So, what do we want to do here? I think we go here. We can hit Elite, Shop Elite. So, we got to get to here. I think I want to hit this chest then. So, let's just go ahead right up here, and then we can hit that chest. It's just a pretty easy way to get there. The blacksmith staggers towards you, moving oddly, like a puppet on strings. His eyes are vacant as a bright, luminous hammer is raised and is about to hit you. What? The hammer hits you with violence, yet you feel no pain. Instead, a surge of energy courses through you, unlocking something deep within. In that moment, it became clear. The blacksmith is possessed by Logum. You have unlocked the equipment system. Oh, sweet. Okay, I did not know that this... So, funny enough, in the patch notes for the Steel and Blood update, it was like, just play for a bit and you'll unlock it. And I was like, what does that mean? Do I have to play a number of runs? Well, that clears that up. So, you just have to find the event for it. Interesting. Okay, so I was wondering if I was actually going to get to look at that, but yeah, we're going to get to look at that in this video. Sweet. Projectile speed multiplier, move speed multiplier, projectile size multiplier. So this is going to shrink our beam, but we're going to move a lot faster. I don't know that I necessarily care about that. I like having a big beam. Yeah, let's just go more power, more base defense. Sure. Balanced assault, we love it. Let's go duration multiplier. And I guess we'll take iron skin. It removes it from the pool. Low pressure, sure. Let's take low pressure. Now our pickup ring is super giant. If you can kind of see it, my crosshair is covering the area where that search area is, just in case it's kind of difficult to see. Like I said before, I have it on 5% opacity. That's something that you can pull all the way up to 100 if you want. Base addition, so 2 projectiles, projectile duration, and less attack speed. No, I don't want that. Don't really care about base max health. Reduce enemy projectile damage by 50. Might as well take it. Sure, just in case we get sniped by some random projectile. Ooh, our damage is a bit lower here. We're having trouble killing that guy. So this enemy's on hit, just more defense. And let's just reroll. I want more damage. Attack speed works as well. Although we could probably just go with size up for more power multiplier. Probably makes a little bit of sense. Oh, is that purple or is that blue? Nope. I don't even dare go for it. I'm gonna tell you right now, based on what I know purple is, not even gonna try it. It's a little hard to tell with the orange behind it. It's kind of making it look a little purple bluish. Oh, hey, optional, don't take any damage. I didn't even notice that, so maybe let's not take damage. Don't you try me, bird. Don't you dare try me. Let's just get more experience gain, especially as we get up here in the numbers. We're definitely going to need some more. But we got to kill, what, 100 more enemies? There we go. And we got our optional reward as well. Oh. Wait, is this the thing we bought earlier? Huh. We could take some attack speed, damage mitigation. I'm going to take the attack speed. And I'm going to take impenetrable as well. Defense multiplier and damage mitigation. Boom. Okay, so we have monsters killed, survive, and monster fang collected. Okay, so monster fang is not something that we typically see on maps, but whenever there is a monster fang optional quest, enemies, so you can see right there, that is a monster fang. There's 2 monster fangs, so we can pick those up. Basically, they're not relevant to anything as far as I've found. It's not like it's a, meta progression. It's not a currency or anything. It's just a bonus objective, and you'll start to get them as random drops when you have that as an optional quest. I'll take base crit chance. I'll take attack speed. And we just got to find our way around them. There's another one. But magnets don't pick them up. So we do have to actually get to them. There's another one. I'm going to take agility here for more move speed. I'm going to take lens here for more base crit. Okay, so we found 7. There's another one up here, hiding behind an experience gem. Projectile size multiplier. I'm actually going to take this so that my beam gets big. I want a big old beam. Monster fangs. Where B, there's one. One setting that I don't know if you can turn off. I don't know how people feel about it. I'm assuming it's kind of, some people don't like it because of, I heard on some reviews of Octopath Traveler, people didn't like it. But there is a blur effect around it's like a blurred vignette, basically, around the corners of the screen. I haven't looked to see if there's a way to turn that off, but based on all the other settings, I would assume there is. Projectiles break down into 3 smaller projectiles. Projectile size, knockback multiplier, power multiplier, but we lose a little bit of attack speed. Yeah, I'm going to take the That's a pretty big power multiplier. Yeah, I'm going to take accumulation. There's a Monster Fang. How many does that bring us to? 13, and we have 20 seconds left. Or 30 seconds left, I guess. There's one. I will admit that, I mean, I kind of like it. It's just a little stylistic thing. But I will say that it does make it tough on these kind of quests, because a lot of those Monster Fangs are going to be near the corners of the map, so it can be kind of hard to see them. Double-edged sword, power multiplier. We lose a little bit of base defense, but I think that's fine. And it doesn't really do anything to collect those. Or at least at the end. Okay, so we get our gold. We get our gold. Card selection. Let's grab another double-edged sword. Trade-off. Attack speed. Base. Yeah, I'm going to take the additional attack speed over the base additional projectile. And let's make our way up here to the chest. Hopefully a nice little artifact for us. Holy Cross. Power multiplier. Move speed multiplier. Max health multiplier. Pickup distance multiplier. Hell yeah, give me that cross. Hell yeah, give me that cross. I'm sorry, Father, for I've sinned. All that kind of stuff. Card selection. Turtle. That's a lot of attack speed we just lost. Let's go ahead and take the Fire Spirit. 100% chance to ignite enemies. As far as I know, there's no difference between elites. Again, the 75.1% chance, I'm not sure exactly. It might just be a like placeholder type thing for now. Let's see. Base defense, defense multiplier, damage mitigation, area size multiplier. I think I'm just going to go double-edged sword. We're just going power. Quick. Move speed, projectile. Yeah, let's go quick. Now we're going to be speedy. Okay, so here's one of the elites that we have to kill, or the champions. So this is a champion map. I should have said that correctly before. Defense piercing multiplier. So our damage is pretty good. We killed those guys mighty fast. Take a lot more attack speed for a lot less power. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to banish the sharpening stone just because it's kind of not good. I'm going to reroll these. I'm going to go ahead and take Turtle now just to get it out of the pool. Rune of Heaviness. More damage, less attack speed. Do I want that? What is my attack speed looking like? Now, it's just on this one weapon. So if I go over to weapon... It's a lot of extra damage. I don't know that I want to do that, actually. I don't know. That's a lot of attack speed loss. But it's a lot of extra damage. Alright. You sold me. Oh, it's already on. I guess we'll check. How much... Oh, we're basically attacking 100% of the time. Okay, so then I'm not concerned about it. Yeah, once we get this beam going, basically... Ooh, bookworm. Pick up distance radius, but we get more... Or we can just go... Nah, let's just go God's Wrath. More power. Give me more power, baby. Head bash, a little bit less XP, but we get more base defense, more base power. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Nope. My throat's too dry for that. Hang on, I'm dying. All right, we're good. I lubed up the old gullet. I had to go get some water. If I talk for too long without water, my throat dries right up, and then it just like, it's almost like the two sides of my throat touch each other, and then they stick, and then I just like can't breathe. That's too much information. That's kind of gross. But now I can do it. I can be like, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and take out some of these. Tower. Max health multiplier, health regen multiplier. Sure. Reach at least 150 max health. So we got access to Iron Will. Is a new card. Let's take Head Bash again. Let's make our way into the shop. See what we can buy. We're rich. We got 21K. Adventurer's License. Shops contain more item cards in shop and are of better quality. Lovely. Rune of Heaviness. Just more damage? Yeah, just more damage. Sure. Let's grab a card selection. Ooh, accumulation. Perfect. Let's actually reroll the shop. Revolution. No, I don't really care for Revolution. Slippery Skin. No. Tower. Sure. We'll go ahead and max that. It's pretty cheap card selection. Not sure if there's any reason why it's cheaper. Maybe it's just kind of random. Let's go ahead and increase the Weapon of Heaviness again. Take the other card as well. Take the Head Bash. Take it out of the pool. Ooh, Limit Break Service. Heck yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know if this does anything. I should probably actually... I should reroll for one of my weapons. There we go. We'll do that. Yeah, see, Screaming Geometrically. Angelic Prism. So that's what we got for that. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this works. So it says that Angelic Prism is an evolution of Ice Nova, Arcane Beam, and Explosive Vial. What I don't exactly know yet is, can I get Angelic Prism in a run naturally? Because if we take a look at Ice Nova, which I have to do through soul cards. Oh, where is it? Next page. Over here. So if I take a look at over here, I could already see this. So my question, I guess my question is, could I have evolved into this without unlocking this, or was the unlock just so I could read it? Because if you look, basically some of these have the like glyphified text. So I didn't know what it did before. It might just be that it's revealing, right? Because you can't like have this just be blank and not know what it is. You have to be able to click on it, just like the Explosive Vial. You have to actually have the icon there, but I see that the actual text is blocked out. Unlocked by Explosive Mix, get 6 weapons up to level 7. So I wonder if that means like total across all your runs, or you have to have 6 weapons equipped. Not sure, but clearly I can't do this yet because I don't have access to Explosive Vial. So that's something interesting to look at. Hand of the Cheater. Increased choice count during card selection by 1. Yep, we'll take that. XP gain multiplier and less gold. I don't know that I necessarily need that. Okay, we'll save the rest of our gold here because there's going to be some other things that we could potentially buy in the future. Let's go ahead and do another elite fight. We're going to keep an eye out for these champions. Actually, we don't need to, aren't they? Yeah, they're in the corner. And they just get absolutely melted. Absolutely melted. Let's grab another Impenetrable. And now we just got to kill a bunch of enemies. Light hand. Attack speed. But we lose a lot of power. I don't like that. I don't like the duration. Let's just take Slippery Skin. Just take more damage mitigation. Oh, gain 100k gold coins. We have Sword of Midas. Every kill grants 1 gold. That's actually... Wow, wait. That's absurd. I mean, this map alone would give us 1,700 gold. That's absurd. Okay. I don't really care for any of these. Just reroll this. Patience. Critical chance multiplier, but we lose a lot of attack speed. So if our base is 53.5, this is an additional 50%. So this is going to take us basically up to like 75% crit rate. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And again, just in case we were wondering, so crit chance, 80.3. So you can see our default stat is 15. Our base stat was that 53.5 we saw earlier because we have additional 38.5 from our cards. And then we have patience, which is the 150%. So we have 53.5 times 1.5 gives us 80.3. Again, just in case, like for a lot of people out here, that stuff is going to be kind of basic. But if you're new to all these number stackings, this is a really great way to actually display all this information so you can kind of learn it as you go and figure out how things are adding and multiplying, and is really nice. I'm one of those people who, like, I understand the terms like additive and multiplicative, but to actually see them done in practice is very helpful to me. I always like to, I'm a very visual person, so I like to see things rather than just be either like told or, you know, explained and not shown, basically. So we can go for more area. We could go just get another dash. I think I'm actually going to banish this revolution. I'm kind of sick of seeing it. I'm just going to take the size multiplier. Just get a nice big beam. Give me the big beam. Yeah, see this? If we had that Midas Sword, this map would give us 2k gold. Like, we'd be so rich. Now, the thing is, there's actually not a lot of shops on the map, and rerolls get expensive very fast. You know, the second or third reroll, I think, gets up to like 5k. So it can definitely be expensive. So it's not like you can just cycle through, you know, 100 different shops. Let's take the other muscle, get out of the pool. All these Eagle champions are making me think of my boy Ripley from Last Flame. Haven't played that game in a little bit. There's been a lot of other stuff I've been playing, but I had a good time while I was playing it. I don't remember if I beat Impossible difficulty, but oh well, that's beside the point. Okay, so we got 400 more enemies to kill. Let's go. We got our little, basically continuous, well, I was actually about to say, I was about to say multiple different things. First, I was about to say we got a little Kamehameha wave, but then I realized it was purple, so I was going to be like, well, we actually have a Gatlic gun. Well, it's kind of both, so it's kind of a little bit of a mix. We got a little bit of Vegito or Gogeta action going on here. Just go more area. It's fine. Like I said, just get a big beam. Right now we're at like 10x Kamehameha. I want to go like 100x. 100x Big Bang. More attack speed? Sure. Why not? Why not? I don't know that I want to hit this shop. Although if I don't hit this shop, then I'm not hitting another shop because I think I'm going to the Smith. But the Smith would have the... No. Yep. We're not hitting the shop. Because I want to... Let's see if we take a look at this. I want to over-level the magic wand. Because I don't think I've over-leveled it yet. I could also do the spear. I could do any one of these. I've already leveled the arcane beam up to 8. And because the magic wand has a little bit more has more build potential than the spears, right? Because it can increase the damage of all magic items. I think it's just a better starting talent to have. It is a little bit funny though that the Kamehameha is just coming out of his neck. It's just a big old neck attack. He's just running in direction. And it's just basically coming out of his scarf. Ooh, our attack. Okay, yeah. Our attack speed has been hurt quite a bit. There's quite a bit of time. But I mean, it's not too much, but compared to what it was, it's definitely been reduced. But I mean, we do so much damage. Everything just explodes. Let's go impenetrable. And my collection radius is almost the size of the screen, so as long as I'm just moving, I'm collecting things. Low pressure area, agility. We could just go for agility, base crit. Actually, base crit's pretty good. Yeah, let's just go base crit because we already have that 150% crit rate. So we had a lot of just kill monsters this run, which from my previous runs is there's definitely more just kill monsters compared to the other quests. And it could be that I hadn't unlocked shops yet, which is why I got to protect the shopkeeper. But I'm surprised, you know, I guess I haven't done an elite. Maybe I haven't done an elite. An elite one yet. Because I don't think we've had one where it says, like, kill, you know, 13 elites. I don't think we've had one of those yet. We've had the Slay the Champion maps, but not the Kill the Elites. At least not that I remember. But it could be that choking on my own throat made me forget. Let's go ahead and take Spike Shield. Oh, reach at least 10 health regen. Health potion. So another health regen multiplier. Yeah, let's kill Cactus Boy. Come on. Nice. Get some gold out of him. Gotta raise a good amount of goals. That way we can level up. Actually, I think we already have enough to level our 1 to level 8. The funny thing is, after we end this run, we're gonna look at the damage, and I think it's gonna be absurdly in favor of our Kamehameha. Recursion? Ooh, that's a big power multiplier. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's do Elite. Then we're going to go to Chest. Then we're going to go Smith. Then we have the last boss. There we go. Champion slain, monster killed, and what was it? Crates. Let's go... Actually, let's just go damage. And crates broken. Well, the fact that our range is absurd means we barely... Yeah, we've already killed 5. I haven't even seen a chest, and we've already broken 5. Because the beam just goes so far. There's one. All right, we already broke 8, so now we just got to fight the monsters. But I'm friends with the monsters. It's under my bed. Sunburn. Base XP, corruption multiplier. But we lose max health. Yeah, let's just go for student. That's fine. Now at this point, nope, not touching that. That is, I know is purple. That I know is purple. That will end the run immediately. Projectiles break down into 3 smaller projectiles. Let's just go accumulation again. Actually, I would be interested to see if at this point... I think at this point, I could actually do the thing that it does. But I still don't know. I still don't know. Oh, okay. What do we got here? So we have recursion heavy. Max health multiplier. Okay, this is more defensive one. I don't really need that. Critical damage multiplier. Oh, but it drastically reduces our crit chance multiplier. Ugh. Wait. Oh, this would be horrible. Because it would be 52... Wait, so if we look at our stats... Critical chance... So if we were to multiply 56 by 0.5... Oh, yeah, this would drop it to 25. So our crits would do massive damage, but we would do them a lot less. So let's just go recursion. Weak point? Yeah, there's some crit damage. There we go. We'll take a little bit. We just need, like, consistent crits. Gold. Rarity reroll charges. Nice. Card selection. Average. So a massive power boost. A lot more defense piercing, but our crit chance drops to 0. Because our crit chance... So I actually took this on my last run, and it's pretty good. It's actually really good. But I had like 25% crit chance, like total crit chance after multipliers and everything. Because we're up to 80, I'm not going to take this. We're just going to take a weak point and just keep increasing our crit rate, our crit damage. There we go. One more time. Let's see what's in the chest. We have a Biku Pearl. Increased monster amount by 20%, but reduces their health by 20%. Yep. Hypersonic, Pyromaniac, Spike Shield, Agility. Let's just re-roll the Let's just re-roll the Heroic. Scented Jar. Alright. Base max health up. Base power up. Base defense up. Base dash charge up. But base corruption +2. So, monsters are going to have 40% more health. They're going to do 10% more damage. They're going to pierce my defense by 2, increase defense piercing, increase their defense. But they're going to drop a lot more experience, and we're going to be a lot more powerful. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's go ahead and come in here. Let's level our wand up. Let's limit break it. Boom. Wait, did I already get that? Oh, maybe I already got it to level 8. Well, frick, man. Heal 15% of your health. No, I don't really care about that. Well, I have to spend all my gold anyway because I'm basically done here. Curse Belt. Regen 2% of your health. Max health multiplier. Nah. Rarity reroll. All right, I'll take a rarity reroll, and I'll take reroll charges, and we'll take banish. Might as well spend it because you can't take it with you because we got the sandworm boss. Let's go. All right, so we got to hit the altars first. So let's go ahead and run over here, hit that altar. Oh, boy. Yeah, so remember, everything is harder now. Everything is harder just immediately. God's Wrath. Let's go. Power multiplier. Yeah, and they seem like they charge a little bit slower here. All right, let's go bottom left. Rip Ripley. Oh, boy. Okay, let's go up here. Thank God we have all those defenses. And the move speed. Thank God for the move speed, though. And we got just a giant old blaster boy. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep, nope, we're good. We're good. There we go. Let's hit the last one. Now, there's also corruption from altars, so the enemies are also getting tougher. Now, I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention if the corruption was higher before I knocked out these towers, so I don't know if it increases. I'm going to wait for the boss to get that shrine. So I don't know if the corruption increases as I take care of the altars, or if it starts at a higher amount and then goes down. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I'm going to take base crit chance. Excuse me. Slay the boss. All right, wormy boy. So basically, this guy is going to... He doesn't do a lot of damage, I found. He does like these little dash attacks, but they're pretty easy to dodge. He basically walls up and summons waves of these worm enemies, and you have to kill the worm. So right now, you can see there's a red bar underneath his health bar. We got to kill enough of these worms to basically knock that down, and then he'll come out of his invulnerable state. There we go. Okay, just keep it going. Get away from me, get away from me. Okay, he's going back into that state. We got to take care of some worms. That's right, nothing but chum. Let's go, let's go. Knock him down, knock him dead. There we go, we got him. God's Wrath, boom. Sweet. God's Wrath. Let's go. We collect everything up, but we are done here. Loot your rewards. We got a nice little ring. Ah, this is the equipment. All right, so let's take that. Yes. So about that damage. 31.5 million. Half of our damage overall. Actually, Ice Nova was really doing work. And surprisingly, yeah, you can see here, spears... spears were not good. Spears were not good. Didn't even reach 1 million damage. So we have a bunch. This is all our metaprogression currency. So you can see here, based on doing certain things, we have a multiplier here. So as we progress through the ranks, we're obviously going to have a higher multiplier and get more of this currency. You can also take a look here at unlocked achievements. So these are all the things that we unlocked on this run. We can take a look at all the things that we had unlocked. So we can take a look at our stats here. We can take a look at what talents we... Maybe not. We can take a look at our artifacts. Still don't know what that was, stage requirements, but take a look at things we banished. We can take a look at our soul cards. Take a look at everything we had here. And then, of course, our weapons, which apparently we can't do either. And let's see. How do I go back? Okay, we'll go to the main menu. Some of the menus are a little funky. And I've also noticed that when you go to certain menus, the game kind of freezes for a second, but it's never crashed on me, so that's good. So let's take a look at the soul shop. So this is the meta progression. This is what I was talking about. So you can see here we have F, E, and D tiers. So you're going to start with F, and then once you finish E rank, you'll get your E, or once you unlock E rank, you'll have access to the E rank tier. And likewise, I haven't completed D rank, but I've unlocked it. So basically, how it works is exactly like how meta progression would work. So you start with 0 stacks in something, and then you can level it up a certain amount of times. So I've already unlocked power 5 times, which is maxed it out on this tier. Now, if you want to, and you want to change up your builds, you can refund your current tier. So you don't have to refund every tier. So you can keep that going, and they're all different. So for example, we have power, we have max health, pickup distance, all that kind of stuff. We have base power multiplier, XP gain, projectile piercing, health regen, and there's some other interesting ones too. So for example, the chance of finding an artifact on an elite stage, void magnets, which it's magnets, also attract gold coins. They didn't do that in the first place. Champion stages can no longer be hidden under a question mark. So it's more than just stats. It actually changes how the game plays. So I haven't looked at the D tier yet. So we have base power multiplier. So we have more base power multiplier. Additional projectiles, damage mitigation, crit chance, attack speed, banish, and rerolls. Ascended drop chance. Ascended is the highest rarity. Ascended cards are to be picked carefully as their effects can be just as powerful as they are dangerous. Allow artifact reward to be rerolled. Display normal fight objectives. Interesting. Not sure about that one. Inventory page, and then guaranteed void magnets every 12 to 11 crates broken. So there's going to be a couple more tiers, obviously C, B, and A, and they'll give you more stuff. So that is the meta progression system. We also have, I believe, yep, okay, so I figured we have the equipment page. Now, this is my first time looking at this, so I have no idea. So obviously we have the loadout, right? Helmet, chest, hands, pants, boots, accessory. So for example, we have an E tier level 2 accessory. Now, what I understand, just from what I've read, let's see. Again, this is all new to me, so I'm kind of figuring this out on the fly. What I understand is that there's 2 ways to level up equipment if you want to. There is the level, which I believe goes from 1 to 10. And then there's the tier, and the tiers go from F to A. And I think, again, don't exactly quote me on this. This is all explained on the Steam page, but I believe you have to get this to level 10 before you can move up a tier, and that will, of course, increase the power. Now, what is this? Required level 3. You know what? I'm not even going to try and pretend like I know what's going on here. Wait, so base stat. Okay, so it's just giving base power. Well, this is a much easier way to look at it, but we have enemy count multiplier. So we're going to have more enemies. We're going to have more power, but less defense. Okay. No, thank you. But that's how the equipment, or the equipment system is brand new. And again, I've never looked at it, so I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit before I actually know exactly what's going on with it. And we will definitely be doing that, because I will definitely be doing more videos on this in the future, as long as you guys like this game and this video. And just to let me know if you do, either leave a like or leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this video and the game in and of itself. Like I said, I think that this might just be my new favorite. It will likely be the one that I go to and play on the regular. I really dig everything about it. It's a progression system, like not in terms of the meta progression system, but I mean progression through the game. I really like the map system, kind of breaking up the monotony of like a 20-minute wave run. I really like the objective-based bullet heavens. Like, I've been diving more into Deep Rock Galactic Survivor recently because, again, it's more objective-based. You have something to do as opposed to just leveling up and scaling up infinitely and then defeating a wave of enemies. So this covers that. Obviously, it has all the different events like you would, again, like a quote-unquote Slay the Spire style map. So you have different choices to be made. That's really fun. All the different cards, like all the different weapons are pretty sweet. At least the ones that I found. I still need to figure out how the evolution system works. And I think once I get that figured out, that will be really fun. I have a feeling that that will be much more relevant. Probably once we get up to B and A rank rogue mode, maybe even C rank, but I have a feeling it will be definitely more relevant once we get up to those higher tiers. And because I have seen in the Steam update notes that there was like a change to the fifth map, so which would be what, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that would be B rank. So I'm assuming, and there might even be an S, like B, A, yeah, there might even be S rank, because this looks like it has slots for 3 more. So there's potential for up to 7 wave or 7 floors or 7 acts, however you want to word it. If that's the case, these runs could actually be fairly long. Which is interesting because, I mean, we had some pauses here and there to talk about some different things in the system, but I mean, we're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we were only playing on E rank, which only had 2 maps. So, I mean, we could play faster, but, yeah, if there was an S rank with 7 maps, that would be kind of long, especially if each one gets longer, kind of like the difference between F rank and E rank. That would be pretty crazy. But yeah, it's going to be super interesting to take a look at builds, because I think that this game was already sweet enough before you added in the whole potential build system. Now, I don't know how we're actually going to go about getting equipment. I highly doubt that it's only the final boss that gives equipment. I kind of doubt that. I bet you can just pick up equipment through the runs, because again, we got the equipment unlocked like what, halfway through the second map. So maybe it only drops in like elite spawns. Not sure. I'll have to figure that out, but I'm sure that this will be super fun to play around with and can kind of change up how your builds are going. And of course, with your talents, which maybe it isn't, I don't know, maybe it isn't unlocking level 8 with these, because we did unlock level 8 and we didn't get the magic talent. I wish there was like, maybe there's a list. Let's take a look at that. So the achievements is the other thing I wanted to look at. So these are all the achievements that I've unlocked. You know, we saw some of these. We saw like Pyromaniac, get firing up to level 5. So you can see those. We can go through and take a look at all the locked ones. So, you know, don't bring a gun to a sword fight. Possess 8 weapons in a single run, which is interesting because after we unlocked 4 weapons, I don't think we ever saw a weapon again. So I don't know if we can have more than 4 weapons, or if there is actually ever a chance to have more weapons than 4. But there's a lot of stuff to unlock. There's 10 full pages more. I mean, the game is still, it is an early access, right? I'm not crazy. It is an early access game. Yeah, it's early access. Like, there's a bunch of stuff here. Display achievement details. What is this? Oh, this is just a slightly different way to see it. So, yeah, that is Rogue Genesia. Not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but like I said, guys, this game is sweet. So, it's currently on sale until August 17th. For $7, it's 23% off. It is a really sweet pickup. It's been on the market since 2 years ago, since 2022. So some of you guys may have already checked it out. But for those of you who didn't, like myself, I didn't even know this game existed until today. And I'm going to be playing a ton of it. So if you want to check it out, link will be down below in the description as always. Remember, if you guys did like it, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Here we play all kinds of roguelikes, roguelites, deck and dice builders, tactical strategy games, auto battlers, bullet heavens, and so much more. Guys, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.